at 714 Holly Street again. The line has been cleaned by a drain cleaner, so we're going to go back to this toilet. You can see someone's old edition of probably the shower drain right there. So now we're into the big 4-inch main that's underneath the house. This sewer was fine out to about 62 feet, where we ran into a major root mass. Cast iron looks good. Try to bring a little wispy roots there. There will always be a few little remnants left behind. Got a bit of a pile of waste right there. That's just some paper stuff though. Little offsets like this are just part of the turn. It's kind of deflection. It means the turn's a little more than the fitting was designed for, which was a very common practice in installations. Here was an area where I explained on the first video, this looks like a break on the left-hand side. It is actually a break. What you have here is 4-inch pipe switching to a 6-inch pipe out by the sidewalk. And they're not real careful about that. They'll just bust it off with a hammer, the bell hub, and then slide it right up inside the 6-inch pipe. So even though that is jagged, it's not a problem. It is actually a very common practice. We've already gotten through that section where the heavy roots were, and we're moving on past that. You can see here there was a pretty good curtain of them there, but they're gone now. You see how rough this suddenly is looking. That's because these roots up ahead of us has been causing this line to periodically back up, and that's old waste caught on the top of the pipe. Actually, this is where we got stuck. Our other camera is not counting quite right. This is it, because you can tell it's solid on the right and you can pass through on the left, which was what we were running into the other day. I don't see any damage, and we will be able to get past it, but that root is still fairly sizable. See, coming up here, our tap. And there's our tap to the city sewer. All that looks pretty good at 89 feet. Now we're going to back up and make sure we didn't miss anything. There's a little offset here, but you see that puddle of water just sitting there? That's a good sign. It means it's not leaking any more than a normal pipe does. And clay tile leaks. Trying to get a look at this section here that looks so rough, and like I said, it looks so rough because all of the stuff built up on the pipe from it periodically being backed up, and that's still a pretty sizable root there. I don't see any damage in it. I just see a mass of roots and goober at 78 feet. So no damage, but as a typical clay tile pipe is, in a home this old, you do have mature trees and it is up inside the pipe some. And you will periodically have to clean this. Otherwise, it should be just fine. So that's our sewer. So we will stop right there.